This video is brought to you by the Falls and Fracture Prevention Service at Sussex Community NHS Foundation Trust. You will need a firm, sturdy surface to hold on to, such as a dining chair or kitchen worktop. You should wear loose, comfortable clothing and ensure you have supportive footwear, and have a glass of water readily available throughout the exercises. If at any moment you need to have a rest, you can always press pause on the video to stop. But you must always stop immediately if you experience any chest pain, dizziness or severe shortness of breath. Contact your GP or call an ambulance if the symptoms persist and do not go away. You may experience some pain in your muscles and joints. Stop and check the position and try again, but if the pain persists, contact your exercise instructor. It is normal to feel some muscle soreness the next day, which shows that your exercises are working. The next exercises will be completed in standing. Come forward to the front third of your chair, moving your weight from side to side. With your feet hip width apart and slightly back, push up into standing and get your balance. Pumping your feet on standing can help if you feel dizzy. Turn and walk slowly around your chair and hold on with your feet hip width apart. This is a marching exercise which is designed to boost circulation and warm up the muscles for the exercises to follow. Standing by your chair with your feet hip width apart, we're going to begin by marching while holding on to the chair. Make sure you're not too close to the chair so that you don't bash your knees, as you're marching your legs at a nice, even, steady pace that you are comfortable with. Keep your tummy muscles pulled in, keep looking straight ahead while marching the legs, boosting the circulation and gradually building up to include an arm swing over the course of 1 to 2 minutes. So if you are steady enough and you want to bring in the arm, you can let go with one arm and swing your arm while marching your legs, still looking straight ahead, keeping those tummy muscles pulled in. If you feel steady enough and you want to, you can also then let go with the other arm so that you're swinging both arms and marching the legs at the same time. However, if you feel too wobbly, you can always hold back onto the chair. But if steady enough, march both legs and swing both arms at a pace that you are comfortable with for up to 2 minutes to boost your circulation and warm up the muscles. Slowly bring your hands back onto the chair, keep the legs going for a few more steps and then gradually reduce the range of motion, come into the stop. This is a shoulder circle exercise which will help to increase range of motion in your shoulders, remove any tension and help with activities such as reaching, getting dressed and brushing your hair. Standing with your feet hip width apart by a chair, you're going to look straight ahead, tummy muscles pulled in, take your shoulders up to your ears, rotate back, round and down. So up, back, round and down. Keep looking straight ahead, reach up, back, round and down, and again up, back, round and down. One more, up, back, round and down, and then hold on to stop. This is an ankle loosener exercise which will help loosen the ankles, increase range of motion and help with activities such as walking. Standing by a chair, you're going to come to one side of the chair, so side step to the side, keep holding on with one hand, find a spot on the floor for your toes and then you put your heel on the same spot. So toe, then heel, keep looking straight ahead. Nice big movement of the ankle for 5 repetitions, toe, then heel, all on the same spot. Come to the other side of the chair and repeat with the other leg. So toe, heel, keep looking straight ahead, toe, heel, and one more, toe, heel. And once you've done that, come back behind the chair and stop there. This is a spine twist exercise which will mobilise the upper and middle parts of the spine and maintain movement in your upper body. Standing by a chair with your feet hip width apart, tummy muscles pulled in, looking straight ahead, take your right hand in front of your left hip and then reach around the back of your body with the other hand. Come back to the middle, pause, reach across to the other side of the chair and then rotate your upper body to look behind you. So right hand to the left part of the chair, reaching behind your back, looking over your shoulder, come back to the middle, reach across and rotate in the other direction. Always pause in the middle as you move, and then slowly and controlled turn your body to look over your shoulder one way, come back to the middle, reach across holding onto the chair with one hand and rotate the other way. Back to the middle, hand across your body, reach behind you, come back to the middle and then the other way. We're going to do one more in each direction, so holding onto the chair with one hand, reach behind your back with the other, come back to the middle and then the other way, and then come back to the middle and holding on with both hands. This is a heel raising exercise which is designed to improve the strength in your calf muscles and ankles. It will help with walking and reaching up into high cupboards. Standing by a chair with your feet hip width apart, shoulders back and relaxed, tummy muscles pulled in and looking straight ahead, hold on to the chair and rise up onto your tiptoes, nice and controlled, and then slowly lower back to the floor. So make sure your weight is equal over your first and second toes and that your ankles don't roll out as you rise up onto your tiptoes, nice and controlled, and then slowly lower back to the ground. Avoid letting your knees lock as you rise up and down, and keep looking straight ahead. Don't look at your feet. Just keep your tummy muscles pulled in. Make sure it's nice and controlled as you come up and down. And if you feel steady enough, you can challenge your balance by letting go with one hand and continuing to do the exercise. We're aiming to do 10 repetitions in total, so only let go if you feel steady enough, but keep repeating. So rising up onto the toes, holding it there, and then slowly back down again. And again, all the way up, keeping tall through your trunk, looking straight ahead, and then slowly back down. And one more, up, nice and controlled, slowly back down, and then hold on to the chair. This is a toe raising exercise which will increase the strength in the shin muscles, ankles and toes. It will help with walking, stepping on and off of pavements and walking backwards. Standing by a chair with your feet hip width apart, shoulders back and relaxed, tummy muscles pulled in and looking straight ahead, hold on to the chair and gently raise your toes, taking the weight through your heels and lower back to the ground. Avoid locking your knees and make sure the movement is nice and controlled as you raise your toes up and then lower to the floor. It's not a big movement, it just needs to be controlled, and keep looking straight ahead, not at your feet. And again, raise those toes and back down again. If you feel steady enough, you can let go with one hand and continue to repeat the exercise. Make sure you're nice and controlled with the toe movements up and down. Keep looking straight ahead and avoid holding your breath. We are aiming to do 10 repetitions in total. To raise those toes, slowly back down, and one more, up and down, and then hold on. This is a flamingo swing exercise which is designed to challenge your balance but will also increase range of motion in your hip and your knee, which will help with walking. Stand sideways onto your chair or kitchen worktop, and with the outside leg you're going to lift the knee up, sweep the floor and bend behind. So nice and controlled as you lift your knee up, sweep the floor and bend your knee behind. Up, sweep the floor and bend behind. Make sure you keep looking straight ahead, that your tummy muscles are pulled in and that the movement is nice and controlled, and the leg you're standing on, that the knee is soft and not locked as you repeat the exercise for 10 repetitions on this leg. Keep breathing and keep maintaining a nice steady rhythm. When you've finished, turn towards the chair and face the other way and repeat with the other leg. So lift your knee up, sweep the floor, bend behind. Up, sweep the floor, bend behind. Keep that standing leg soft, keep looking straight ahead and keep your tummy muscles pulled in. Nice and controlled, nice steady pace as you lift up, sweeping the floor and bending behind. Keep going, up and then to the back. Come forwards, sweep the floor, bend behind, lift up, sweep the floor and bend behind. When you have done that, come back to facing your chair. The next set of exercises will involve travelling along a surface, so you may wish to press pause at this point and move to the kitchen or to a dining table. This is a sidestepping exercise which is designed to challenge your balance, and you will need a work surface that you can travel along in order to do this exercise. So standing facing the work surface, you're going to walk sideways, picking up your feet and looking straight ahead, keeping your toes pointed forward as you step to the side. When you get to the other end, you're going to return back the other way. So nice and controlled, taking big steps, looking straight ahead, sidestepping until you get to the end and then stop. This is a toe walking exercise which is designed to challenge your balance, and you will need a worktop to travel along. So standing by the worktop, come up onto your tiptoes, keeping tall, take small steps forward along the length of your worktop until you get to the other side. Keep looking straight ahead, keep the tummy muscles pulled in as you walk along. When you get to the end, lower your feet back to the floor, turn towards the worktop, face the other way. Come back up onto your toes and take nice small steps forward until you get back to where you started. Keep looking straight ahead, keep up nice and tall. When you get to the end, lower your heels to the floor. This is a heel walking exercise which is designed to challenge your balance. You will need a table or kitchen worktop as you are going to move along the surface. So standing next to the surface with your feet hip width apart, rock back onto your heels and walk forwards on your heels, keeping tall through your middle, keeping those tummy muscles pulled in and looking straight ahead with your shoulders back and relaxed. Nice small steps. When you get to the end, lower your toes, turn towards the work surface and back facing the other way to return. So rock back onto your heels, keeping tall and continue taking small steps on your heels until you get back to where you began. And when you get there, gently lower your toes back to the ground. We now need to sit down in the chair ready for the next set of exercises. So turn to the side and walk slowly around your chair, taking care not to touch the chair, picking up your feet until you can feel the chair with the back of both legs. Once there, reach back for the chair and slowly and controlled sit down into the chair, ready for your next exercises. This is a sit to stand exercise which will improve the strength in your thigh muscles, helping with getting on and off of low chairs and walking upstairs. We will do 10 repetitions. Wiggle forward to the front third of the chair with your feet apart and back. Lean forward, pushing off the chair into standing. Make sure you can feel the chair with the back of your legs and nice and controlled sit down. Come forward, front third of your chair, feet apart, push up into standing, get your balance, then step back, make sure you can feel the chair with both legs and gently lower yourself down. Again, come forward, make sure your feet are apart and back, lean forward, nose over knees, up into standing, hold the position, come back, making sure you can feel the chair with both legs and lower yourself back down. And again, come forwards in the chair, keeping your feet apart and back. Lean forward, pushing on the chair, up into standing. Hold it there, get your balance, then come back. Make sure you can feel the chair and gently lower yourself nice and controlled. And again, come forwards in the chair, feet apart and back. Lean forward, nose over knees, up into standing. Get your balance, come back. Make sure you can feel the chair with both legs, nice and controlled, lower yourself back to sitting. Come forward, front third of the chair, feet apart and back. Look forward, nose over knees, up into standing, get your balance. Come back, feel for the chair, lower yourself nice and controlled back into sitting. And again, come forwards, feet apart and back. Lean forwards, nose over knees, up into standing, get your balance, step back, feel for the chair with the back of your thighs and reach down and sit down. Forwards in the chair, come forwards with your feet apart, lean forward, nose over knees, up into standing, get your balance, feel for the chair on the back of your legs, reaching down nice and controlled into sitting. And again, come forwards, feet apart and back, lean forwards, push into standing, standing tall, then reach back for the chair with both hands and nice and controlled into sitting. And again, come forwards, keeping those feet apart and back, lean forwards, push into standing, get your balance, then step back, make sure you can feel the chair with both legs, reaching back, sit down. And once there, you can now rest. This TheraBand exercise will improve the strength of the upper back muscles and the bones of the wrist and spine. It will improve posture and help with activities such as getting dressed. The video shows 5 repetitions, but you may wish to increase up to 10 depending on what you've been advised. With the band on your lap, wriggle forward to the front third of the chair, keeping your feet hip width apart. With your palms facing up, scoop under the band and lift up, keeping the fist width between your little fingers. Imagine you're balancing a tea tray on your forearms and keep them level as you take your hands apart, draw in towards the belly button and hold it there for a count of 5 seconds and then release and come back to beginning. So keep sitting tall, holding onto the band, take your hands apart, draw in, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, release and come back to beginning. Keep looking straight ahead as you repeat, hands apart, draw in, hold it there, 3, 4, 5, release your hands and back to beginning. And again, sit tall, hands apart, draw in towards your belly button, hold it there, 2, 3, 4, 5, release and come back. And one more, hands apart, take it in towards your belly button and hold it there. Keep breathing, maintaining the position for 5 seconds and then release, come back to sitting in the back of the chair. This TheraBand exercise is designed to increase the strength of the hip and thigh muscles and bones. It will help with activities such as getting in and out of a car, and the video is of 5 repetitions, however you may increase up to 10 depending on what you've been told. Wriggle forward to the front third of the chair and bring your feet and knees together so that they are touching, and then wrap the band around your legs, keeping it as flat as you can so that it doesn't dig into your legs when you're exercising. Once you've done that, secure it with your hands and then take your feet so that they are hip width apart, and this is your starting position. So sitting up nice and tall, take your knees apart, hold it there, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relax. Keep your feet flat on the floor and keep sitting tall. Repeat, hold it there, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your knees back, sit up tall and again, knees apart, hold it there. Keep breathing, count out loud to help with this and then relax. And again, knees apart, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relax. And you're going to do one more. Knees apart, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then come back, unravel the band, so bring your legs together so that the band is loose and then you can wriggle back into the chair and rest. This TheraBand exercise will improve the strength in the thigh muscles, which will stabilise your knee, help with walking, going up and down stairs and getting on and off of chairs. The video is of 5 repetitions, but you may increase up to 10 depending on what you've been told. Wriggling forward to the front third of the chair and making a loop with the band by holding the ends, place the loop under the ball of the foot and then hold the band level with your knee with your thumb at the front and the ponytails of the band out to the back. Sitting tall, raise your knee up, take your hands to your hips, straighten your leg and hold it there for a count of 5 seconds and then release your hands and lower your foot back to the floor. Keep looking straight ahead and using those tummy muscles to keep upright as you raise your knee, hands to your hips, straighten and hold for a count of 5, counting out loud, then release your hands and lower your foot to the floor. Repeat, knee up, hands to your hips, straighten your leg, hold it there, counting out loud up to 5, then release your hands and lower your foot to the ground. And again, up, hands to your hips, straighten, 2, 3, 4, 5, release your hands and lower your foot to the floor. And again, knee up, hands to your hips, straighten, 2, 3, 4, 5, release your hands and lower your foot to the floor. Swap legs, so loosen the band, step on it with the other ball of the other foot, holding it level with your knee, lift your knee up, take your hands to your hips, straighten, hold it there for a count of 5, keep looking straight ahead, don't lean back in the chair, and then lower to the floor. Knee up, hands to your hips, straighten your legs, 2, 3, 4, 5, release your hands, lower your foot to the floor, and again keeping tall, knee up, hands to your hips, straighten your leg, 2, 3, 4, 5, release your hands and lower your foot to the floor. Again, keep those tummy muscles engaged, lift your knee up, hands to your hips, straighten your leg and hold it there. Keep breathing, maintain that position, then release your hands and lower your foot to the floor. Again, knee up, hands to your hips, straighten your leg, hold it there, keep breathing, hold it there, and then release your hands, lower to the floor, then remove the band from under your foot and wriggle back into your chair to stop. This is a marching exercise that we are going to do in sitting. It is designed to boost your circulation and warm up the muscles ready for any exercises to follow. Come forward to the front third of your chair, keeping your feet hip width apart. Begin by marching the legs while holding onto the chair. Keep those tummy muscles pulled in and keep looking straight ahead while marching your legs at a good steady pace that you are comfortable with. Make sure you lift your knees to a height that you are comfortable with and that it's not too high, and that you maintain this steady pace, moving the legs, holding onto the chair, just gradually build up over the course of 1 to 2 minutes. When ready, let go with one hand and swing your arm from the shoulder while marching the leg. Keep going like this for a little bit longer, and then bring in the other arm so that you're swinging both arms, both legs, and marching at this nice steady pace for up to 2 minutes as you feel comfortable, warming up the muscles and boosting the circulation. Keep going for a little bit longer, keep the steady pace and keep those arms swinging as you're able to and the legs marching, and then slowly you're going to stop moving the arms but keep going with the legs. So march a few more steps just with the legs and then gradually come to a stop. Wiggle back into your chair and sit back comfortably. This stretch will lengthen the muscles across the front of the chest, improving shoulder joint flexibility and promoting relaxation. Come forward to the front third of the chair, keeping your feet hip width apart and a good posture. Take both hands to the back of the chair. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and lift your chest, feeling a mild stretch across the chest muscles, which you will hold for 10 to 20 seconds. Keep your eyes forward and your jaw parallel with the floor, and your breathing even and regular while holding the stretch. Once you have done this, relax your arms and stop. This is the back of the thigh stretch, which will improve hip joint flexibility and promote relaxation, and will be done in sitting. So at the front of your chair, straighten one leg, putting the heel on the floor and relaxing the foot, and you're going to bend forwards from the hips, keeping your hands on your bent knee. Keep your head up and your chest up and hold the stretch, which you should feel behind the back of the knee and into the thigh, for approximately 10 to 20 seconds. Keep your breathing even and regular throughout. Once you have held that there for 20 seconds, step back and swap over. Straighten the leg, put the heel on the floor, put your hands on your bent knee and lean forward from the hips and hold that stretch, keeping your head up, keeping your breathing regular, and keep looking straight ahead with your knee soft, feeling the stretch in the back of the knee and back of the thigh. Once you have done that for 20 seconds, you can step your foot back and sit up tall. The next exercises will be completed in standing. Come forward to the front third of your chair, moving your weight from side to side. With your feet hip width apart and slightly back, push up into standing and get your balance. Pumping your feet on standing can help if you feel dizzy. Turn and walk slowly around your chair and hold on with your feet hip width apart. This exercise will stretch the muscles of the calf and improve ankle mobility and stride length, which will help with activities such as walking and stair climbing. Holding onto the back of the chair with a good posture, take one leg out behind you and put the foot down flat on the floor, bend the front knee and keep the back leg straight, keeping everything in line, so making sure your feet are pointing forwards and that you can feel a mild stretch in the calf muscle, which you will hold for 10 to 20 seconds, keeping your breathing even and regular. Then step back and swap legs. So take the other leg behind, bend the front knee, keeping the back leg straight and ensuring both feet are facing forward. Keep your head up and hold the position for 10 to 20 seconds, breathing even and regular and keeping your tummy muscles pulled in so that your body is straight in line from the back of the head to the back of the heel. Once you've done that, step back.